Though it seems like it most times, narcissists don't fool everybody. There are plenty of people in this world that see right through a narcissist and their games. It's harder for us to see it because we're living in their world. And when you're in their world, it seems like everybody and everything is under their spell. I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and it got me to remember how I even made it here and why I'm sitting here right now. And it's because of two people who saw through my parents' nonsense and called them on it when I was 15 years old. I had mentioned before when I was a kid, I was working for a supermarket ShopRite. On top of that, going to high school, I also ran track. So, you would have school all day, you go to school all day, you have track practice after school. A couple days a week, I'd work out a couple hours at night at a part-time job at ShopRite, and weekends, sometimes you have track meets. So it was a busy slate I had as a 15, 16-year-old. And the reason why, and I didn't even like running track. I did it to just get me out of the house, so as little time as possible in that house. But as I was saying, when I was 15, I was doing all these things. Now with ShopRite, I was just like a bagger, uh, cashier, push shopping carts, that sort of stuff at that age. And what they would do sometimes, if somebody called out, they would call around to other people seeing if somebody wanted to come in. Well, my mother, on a prior occasion, had just accepted, oh, yeah, he'll come in, without even talking to me. And I told her, like, well, why are you doing that? I told you, like, I wanted today off, like, whatever it was. And, this whole thing blew up. You'll go to work and you're going to do it. You can't even decide when you go to your own part-time job. It doesn't matter. You can't have a moment to yourself. So I had this friend when I was 15, and I'm still friends with this guy to this day. He's probably my truest, realest friend in my life. And I didn't start hanging out with him until I was about 15. Um, and he was a more quiet guy than my other friends were. But he was still athletic, and he was just into different stuff. And you know, at his house, he had this full finished basement with like his whole area. He had pool table, finished basement, TV, kitchen, just for him, pinball machines. And his parents were just really, really nice people. Like everything you would have wanted in a parent. And when I had first turned 15, like I was starting to get into some. I could have gone one or two ways. I was either going to start getting really rebelling and start having some problems, or I was going to kill myself. But then I started hanging out with my friend Matt, and we had the same name. So everybody knew Matt and Matt. And really, all we would do, we wouldn't go out. All we would go in the basement, play games, hang out. Mother would give us snacks, and it was like this sanctuary I had, and it was wonderful. It really was. It was wonderful. So this one day after school, and it was early May, and I remember I didn't have track practice and I didn't have to work. And it was a really nice day, and it was during the week. Now, and me and my friend Matt, we went to different high schools. He went to Catholic school, I went to public school. So it's not like we saw each other a lot during the week or anything. And, we usually hung out on weekends. And, so he had like his own high school stuff. I had my own high school stuff. So, but if we were off during the week and all, then we were hanging out and, we were really close. So this one day we're both off, like, hey, let's play stickball down at the VFW. So me and him are down there playing, and my mother's like, where are you going? I'm leaving. I'm like, I don't got practice today. I don't got work. I'm playing stickball. Like, it's the first real nice day. Like, me and Mary are going to play stickball down at the VFW. So, she's like, I wish I could be playing And I just left. I jumped on my skateboard. I left. Headed down there. So me and him are playing. We're like 20 minutes into the game, and here comes my mother's car. I heard her big friggin' head and that giant gleaming smile that she always has. And I already know. Because I've already seen the look on her face and I know what's coming. And I start like, no, 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 no. And she pulls up and she whips the car in. She's like, you're going to work. I'm like, I'm playing stickball. Leave me alone. I'm going to school. I'm running track. This is my one day off. Just let me play a game, please. Leave me. You're going to work. You're going to go. And I just snapped. And I remember I took the stickball bat and I snapped it, like just enraged. And I wouldn't get in the car. I jumped on my skateboard, and she comes and she cuts me off, and I don't know how she forced me into the car, but she forced me into the car, and this is before I guess I really told her never to touch me again. And she calls my father at work, and that's what they love to do. And then my father's like, you're going to work. I'm like, why are you annoying me with this? Why are you... You can't even make a decision to have one day off, and they're forced me to go to work. Now, I was supposed to go down to, now this is early May, I was supposed to go to my friend's house down the shore for Memorial Day. And my parents go, not only do you have to work, now you can't go down the shore for Memorial Day. You're going to sit, like, my parents love to do that. They love to find a reason to take something away from you, and it's just what they live for. And that's even after going to work. So my friend tried to call me that night, and my parents wouldn't let me get on the phone. And he also worked at ShopRite, and I had to work the next day. And I saw him, and I'm like, I can't go down the shore. I can't. I'm like, because, and he didn't even understand. It's like, I don't understand why you're, and I'm like, look, dude, there's a reason why we hang out at your house. I don't go to my house. I can't stand these fucking people. Okay. And he lost it. He's like, this is bullshit. I'm not putting up, because he wanted to go down the shore. So he left before me. And I had walked home from work, because they wouldn't even come pick me up. That's what they would do. So after work, I walk home and I walk into the house. And my parents are once again in the kitchen, and they got these panicked looks on their faces. My mother's like, what did you say to Matt's parents? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, well, first of all, you can go down the shore now. I'm like, really? And they're like, they called here and acted like we were the biggest pieces of shit, and they start crying. They started just screaming. They were taking turns screaming at us, basically tell us we're inadequate parents, that what we did was an embarrassment, that it's borderline on abusive. I can't believe they spoke to us like that. They were scared. They were scared. Here's the thing nobody knew. And I didn't tell my friend this. I certainly didn't tell his parents this, even though I should. I was going home. I was going to kill myself. It was done. Like, I couldn't do it anymore with these fucking people. I was going to go and I was going to just swallow everything in the medicine cabinet, and that was going to be it. Like, I couldn't live another day in that house. And then his parents called, and for the first time, someone stuck up for me. And it really freaked my parents out. Like, I can't, what did you say to them? What are you telling them? I never told them anything. They talk to us like they're a couple of creeps. They've always looked at us like we're creeps. And I'm like, and I said to them, that's because you are creeps. Why would you say that? I'm like, look at how you treat me. And it was the first time where, and one of the only times they've ever completely dropped the facade. Because they were, even when the state was threatening to take my brother and me away, because my brother was injured, I didn't see panic like this because my father was able to bullshit him. These were people, because the state really didn't know my parents. These are people from town, my age, who knew knew my parents. Never were friends with them, but knew of them and saw it. And like, you don't treat your son like this. They kept, and it was funny because, like I said, my mother said they literally, his mother and father took turns yelling at my parents. And when one yelled on the phone, the other one was in the background saying how ridiculous my parents were and disgusting. So my point is, I'm here because people did stand up. One of the few. And my parents, even though they still would talk shit about Matt, because they didn't understand that I would just go over there and we would hang out. And like, what do you mean you just hang out in his basement? Like, yeah, we hang out, we play video games, we play pool, we play pinball, his mother gives us whatever we want to eat and drink, and they don't bother us, and they're nice to me, and I don't get yelled at, and I don't got to worry about anybody fucking yelling at me and calling me names and touching my dick and trying to see me naked and trying to... I owe those people, and they don't even realize that maybe they do. I'm still friends with Matt. He's still in New Jersey. He gets me. He's never asked me for anything. He's just been nothing but a good friend to me. Probably better than I've been to him. That's not, I mean, I don't even think we've even had harsh words. You know, I almost feel guilty sometimes because, like, when we both started driving, we both kind of went our separate ways again. And I got my license first. So it wasn't, so like I had my car then, I didn't necessarily need the basement, but like his basement, but it wasn't like we just went separate ways. I mean, we still hung out in the summers. We still went down the shore. We were still involved with each other's double date with each other's girlfriends. So I guess it's because the family ended up doing so much for me more than they realized. Because I was going to end it. It was going to be over. Like, I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. Like this woman's gonna come and hunt me down just playing stickball. But it wasn't like I was on a corner smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. Like I was playing stickball on my one day off, and they're gonna force me. Like my mother didn't even work, and she's forcing me to go to. Like, what are you doing? It was just about control. Once again, you don't even have anything of your own. But all you need is one person to stand up for you. Then maybe you guys have somebody. You don't even realize it. I didn't even realize. Like I forgot almost. Like how did I? I was like, how did I make it through? Because I talk about when I think about that sphere, I don't think about it when I'm in his basement. It was normal. It was normal. I was a normal kid. For however many couple hours, I was there on every weekend. Yeah, I gotta call them. Another downer video. I know, but not really, I guess. Um, think about the people that have been in your life. If you got one good friend, you're lucky. You know, that's something. And my point is because we're so involved with narcs and so ingrained with narcissists, it's hard to see the good people because all the bad and all the bullshit that you've dealt with, you know, you could probably have some really good people in your life. You just have to separate yourself from the narcissist and you'll be able to say it. You know, I did. And I guess I'm better for it. So this is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching, and I'll make another video real soon. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.